Alright, welcome back everybody. We're back on Simple Midwest and we're starting into our second field. We're going to get this thing opened up. We're going to sell this whole field right here. We stored the other field, all the wheat that come off of it, we stored it all. This one here, we're going to take it all and we're just going to sell it. I think I'm going to upgrade the combines. Maybe we'll just see what kind of money we can make. I've already started this around, I made it around part of the field, and that's all I could get, so the yield's going to be a little bit better on this one than it was the last one, but this is a substantially smaller field than the other one too, so hopefully we can get at least a couple Mack truckloads sent off to the elevator, and that way we can get a little bit of extra capital, and then that way we can get some equipment, be a little bit quicker. Or I haven't decided, maybe just keep our equipment, go again another season, and then buy another field. That would probably be a smarter thing to do. I really want that field over there for some reason, but I don't think I got enough money. We'll just see. We'll see what it is. Like right now it's in corn, so we don't have a corn header. But that field over there wouldn't be too bad either, so we might actually do that. We might just deal with what we got. We got decent stuff. I'd like, if nothing else, I would love to get another drill or a no-till planter that can do, well, I guess we're working with wheat right now, so I kind of need a drill. But a drill that my 300 horsepower tractor can pull. So, and I don't have to till. That would be great. No till would be positive right now. Because we just don't have the money. I don't have the equipment. And we have a huge loan that we took out. We're going to get it done. Nah, you kidding me. That's alright. We'll dump this one out. And then we'll get the case going. And we'll take the Hew Holland down there on the other end. We'll let them do their thing. Let's get this case fired up and going. Go ahead and finish this little spot he didn't get. Just hire him out, let him go. We'll get back. We'll run the Hew Holland some more. It's not bad. We already just got started and we got 18,000 off this field. Probably gonna go ahead and take another pass on this end here. That way that combine, he shouldn't have no trouble, but you just never know. We'll just do it. Cautionary measures. And then I'll leave this one on the end down here. And as you see, our days, we're on August 2nd, so we're starting our first 5-day. So we're on the second day of our 5 days in October. So hopefully we can get all this taken care of and get all of our ground taken care of. We got a new roller. We got to get it rolled. See what our pH is, whether we need to get some lime down, fertilizer, whatever we need to get down, get the pHs taken care of, the way we can take full advantage of the precision farming. And then get them yields going up. Yeah, I don't know. This is an okay size field. It's not. I didn't pay that much for it. I don't think. I think it was like 200,000 maybe, but it didn't have anything in it. they had already spread the lime, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Alright, so he's about full. He's probably not going to make it all the way back down. We should make it. And I hope. And then I'll go over and get him. I'll get a tractor and get him emptied out. Hopefully. It's going to be close. They're really close for us. I think we're going to make it though. Yes. Alright. We'll go ahead and get emptied out, and then we'll just should be able to hire him out, and then we'll go down there and take care of that mess. Let's go do this now. Just keep him going. Whatever it takes, keep him going. There we go. Just take off. We'll just run this one. I don't think he should take off. I don't think I'm in front of him or nothing. Oh, I don't think so. Anyway. Alright, well, going good. I think we actually probably have enough to actually fill the Mac up now. So maybe, depending on what it's going for, I don't know what wheat's going for. Maybe it's going good enough that we'll be able to get a little bit of money. And then, like I said, either decide whether we want to sell, upgrade, or just buy another piece of land. Another piece of land would definitely benefit us in the long run and help us get more crops faster and help us get more money so that we can upgrade. Because I would really like to have two nice big combines. They don't have to be modded ones, but at least the Fendt or the Kloss. The Kloss would be really cool because it holds 18,000 and it's got a pretty good size header on it. The case would be fine, and New Holland, the bigger New Holland would behind the C9 or whatever it is. But they only hold 1440, or yeah, 14400 is all they hold, which is nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. But whenever we can go get the Kloss for about the same price, I think it might be a little bit more, but it actually holds 18. But I do have some mods. I don't know, I might do this. I'm kind of a Caterpillar fan. I have a couple mods I found. I don't know how good they are. I don't know if we want to try it. But there's a couple Cat Lexion mods too. 480 and a 500 or something like that. Or 480 and a 470 maybe. But the Cat, not Kloss. So, might do that. I don't know. We'll just see. Might say that for another one, because we haven't really used many mods up to this point. The truck is a mod, the Mac's a mod. This is released by Giants. The tractors are stock. The combines are stock normal. The Seed Hawk drill is actually released by Giants. It's kind of like a mod, but they released it, so it's actually just it's their stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. Seeing what kind of data we had on this deal. he's full again. Look at that. It's almost like perfectly lined up. That's awesome. Go ahead and get this one lined up. We'll just do the same thing. Yeah, I might have to go fill the Mac up after this, so we'll let him run. We'll get this one emptied out. This one holds 35, so this is going to put us right at 30, maybe just a little bit more. I don't know how full the four-wheel drive is at this present point in time. Yeah, I need to finish doing the soil samples too. As you can see, we got samples over here. I gotta finish doing this field too. I was gonna kind of do it like as I was doing the auger wagon thing, but I'm not doing a very good job. Don't really have time really, because between running the combine and switching back and forth, you just really don't. Because he'll be full in a minute. Give me just enough time to get this dumped out. We'll see though. Maybe I'll have a little bit of time to mess with it. This is gonna almost fill this up though, so that'll give us a full truck. Now, I'm probably just going to take it right up here and dump it where I did last time. I don't know who's paying the most. Let me check that out real quick. Who's paying the most? 21. So grain mill? No, they're actually paying the most. Johnson's Farmer Market. I think the grain mill's where I took it to. It's close. See D, so he's gonna be full, man. He ain't gonna make it. Let's just see if we can plan this out about right. Probably not, but we're gonna give it a shot. He right here, right about here, up here is where he stopped both times, really close. So let's see if we can guess it about right here. Let's see if that works. Oh, and this one's almost full too. This one holds 37. So we're gonna be really close to full here. I'll have to go dump this out. We'll go ahead and top the Mac off, and then we'll take the Mac down and we'll sell it at that auger or the grain mill down there. It's close. Get us some funds. See what's this land cost us. Okay, that one's 405,000. Filled 20. Wow, that's 519. 13. 282. 405. I don't know. That's a tall order there. That's expensive. Okay, well, so we might not be able to do that. We might just do some upgrading on our equipment. We'll just see. This field would be really nice to have. This one and these two that we have would be really, really nice. Only problem is if we buy it now, it's got corn and I don't have the header, and it's probably going to take everything that we got. Look at that, it was close. Almost guessed it right. So we'll go over here, we'll get this dumped off, and then we'll switch to our other tractor and get that combine back to work. Well, it's close. Not quite, but close. Okay, he's full. We'll go back over here because he'll be full again in a minute. We'll get this down here. We'll get this Mac fired up, get it moving. Go cash us in some money. Like I said, I don't know what we're gonna make. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe 80,000. Hopefully, that would be nice. He's been stopping about like right here, so give that a shot. There we go. Let's go sell some wheat. Make some money. Get the old Mackler or Super Detroit fired up. Doing good, doing good. There's our new roller over there. That's actually a modded one that's actually supposed to be faster. So that'll be nice. That'll help us get through a little bit. It's a little bit smaller than the base game one, but it goes a lot faster, so that's why I got it. I think it had a speed of like 18. And that's great, because normally you roll at like 7 miles an hour, and that's so slow. It's crazy. It's pretty cool, though. We're really close to Lime, so that's cool. Where is that at? Is it down here? I forgot where it's at. I think it's right here. What kind of money we gonna make? I don't know how much. It's probably not gonna be that great. But anything will help. Like I said, if we sell everything off this field, maybe we'll get lucky and be like around 300,000. That would be really cool. There we go. Look at that, that's good. We got a little bit of bonus off of that. Good, good, good. Let's see, we're gonna break 200,000 with this truckload. So that's good. And then let's see what kind of precision farming bonus we get with this one. 43,000, so 1,100. So that's not bad. 44,000 bucks, $45,000. Ain't bad. We'll take it. Puts us up over 215, so that's not bad. And we got about another truck worth ready, probably. So maybe we might get lucky. We might be able to get 400,500 off of this total field selling, maybe. Oh, he's just short of him again. We'll just park that right there. Alright, well we got 2 combines need to be emptied out. This thing's to be full, so he'll be full again after this. This is almost a truckload on the Mac. I think I got 10,000 in this one. So yeah, we'll have 20 in this one then. Cool. He's rolling again. Well, I'll just wait. I'll wait till he's done. I'll get him. We'll wait till he's done. I'll get him moved out of the way, so it's not a problem. I'm gonna take the 4-wheel drive and go over and we're gonna fill it up. We're gonna dump that all into the Mac, and then maybe top it off with this one. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. Yeah, 'cause that's all the way full. We are out of storage. Pretty much, just holds 37, so we're right there. And we'll bring the other one over here. That way we can finish topping it off, and then we'll go sell this too. And hopefully we can get us another $75,000, $80,000, and then see what that does for us. Oh, there we go. He's doing good. Let's just go ahead. Let's get this Mac filled up. That way we can make another run. I really want that field over. I don't know why it's so much money. It's not as big as this one. This feels way bigger. It makes no sense. I think just one more nice big field though would be enough. I don't think we'd have to spend any more money on any other fields. I think we could just invest in some equipment here for the rest of this year, and then that should be enough. I mean, we should have enough to finish this challenge or do it. And we could do it like we're doing right now. It just take a little bit. He's going to be full in a minute. We're going to run back down here after this one. They are closing the gap. It won't be long. That's cool. So we got a full truck worth. They're both pretty much full now. Or he will be. He'll turn around and come back probably. And he is full. So maybe 2 more truckloads? I don't know. That might be a little bit much to ask. But at the rate that we're getting, so if we get 75, we'll be doing pretty good. Let's just let him stop. I don't want to have to keep chasing him. He should stop here in a minute. There he goes. Go ahead and get back in here, get him taken care of. Got to keep him going. That'd be nice to have 2 closets. Imagine that we had 2 big closets, 18,000 each one. That'd be 36,000 each time we emptied them out. That'd be pretty much a full auger wagon every time. That would be pretty cool. But it's a lot of money too. I think for that deal there, we'd be looking at like $1 million almost. So it's hard to come by that kind of money. So we'll get this one, we'll get this done, and like I said, we'll just have to make a decision. I kind of want to get a drill for the other tractor, but I mean, I don't know. It just depends, because once we start drilling with the other one, I want to get a fertilizer spreader. That way we can actually lay some lime down. Then we've got sprayers for the other tractor to do. This tractor here needs to be pulling the drill. So I don't know. We just need to try to spend some more money on our equipment, wait, and then try to maybe, I don't know, maybe try to buy more land maybe next year. I'm not really sure. Like I said, we got 2 more months, so we're on day 2. We have 10. We got 13 more days basically of this year. So I don't know. I haven't really figured out what to do with that. I know I want to upgrade these combines. I want bigger. I'm okay with the drill that we have. I just want another one. That way we can run 2 tractors, 2 drills. And we'll just see. My whole plan was to sell this whole field because it was way better shape. And then hopefully we can get that yield up a lot more. I hope. That's what I'm planning on. I want it to be a lot better yield. Hopefully. Because like I said, we've already hauled, so we hauled 40,700, and this is our second 40, so we're 80. So we're a little over 80,000. 81,000, whatever it is. And we've got auger wagons almost full. I think they're probably going to fill them both up again, and then maybe halfway again yet. So pretty decent money. Uh-oh. We'll jump over and take care of that. I already know what the problem is. I already know what the problem is. We're still dumping. We're still banking some cash. Let's go ahead and jump back in the Mac. What did we do? 1,200? It's not bad. We're still doing really good on our bonus, so that's good. 260. So this should put us at 300. So we might be able to break 500. Be close. Because I know we got enough to do one more truckload. We'll be able to do one more full truckload for sure, guaranteed. And then it's anybody's guess after that. I don't know how much more we're going to have. We'll just have to see. Just really have to see how it goes. There we go. We are over 300,000. That is amazing. 43,700. We got 1,247 for our environmental score. That's awesome. So we're running right around, not quite, but we're getting very close to 90,000 a truckload. Really close. 87,000, whatever it is. So that's super awesome. We got a bunch of full combines again. We'll just leave that right there. Let's just take a run across the field. It's just so much to do. Got to get finish the soil samples on this field so that we have proper pH levels and nitrogen readings for it. Which that shouldn't take too long. This one's a lot smaller field. There we go. I want that one. Okay, so we won't be able to get it all the way empty because this is only at 35,000 and that combine holds 10. So, unfortunate, but that's okay. We'll just have to deal. It won't take much more. Like I said, this is almost a truckload here. I didn't pay attention to what was in that one over there. I don't know if it had some in it or not. So this will be 35 right here. So this is pretty much the whole Mac again. So we just gotta guess. This is 90,000 right here. That one's 37 over there. I don't know. I don't remember. I think it had one in it, so it's got like 18,000. So it's still got quite a bit of room in it. But we're gonna go and dump this right off the bat, right? And as soon as we get going, yeah, we're just gonna go dump it, and then this will pretty much top the Mac off. We'll have to go get the 4-wheel drive and drag it over there, and then get the rest of that. That'll pretty much top it off. They're getting close too. They've made some really good progress. I don't know, man. It's anybody's guess how much more we're gonna make. So I know we got a truckload for sure, maybe 2, maybe 3. Well, that'd be nice. That'd be a lot of money. Kind of puts a halt on our storage challenge, but we need some. We got to spend some money, or we got to make some money. And the cool thing that ideally, I guess I didn't really make no rules, so to speak, but ideally, for the challenge to be complete, we have all of our grain stored that a combine can pick. So I think there's 8 different fruits, but our debt needs to be fully paid off too. We got a really big debt. I don't know, it should be fun. Should be fun to get that and see how we end up. I mean, this is episode number 5, I believe, and we're only on our this is our first harvest of this field, second of that field, and we got a long way to go. So man, we really just need to get that yield up too. We get so much better of a bonus. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, like I said, I'm gonna finish taking the samples. We're gonna get all the knowledge we can get, roll it, everything we gotta do to it. We're gonna get that taken care of. But right now we're gonna get the Mac topped off, and then both these combines are gonna be full again. Yep, he's already full right now. He's just got to wait. We're gonna get the Mac topped off. We'll go back and empty some combines, and then we're gonna take the Mac back to the elevator and dump it again. That'll be our third load, and 120,000 liters of wheat. Alright, Mac's full. We are in hot pursuit. So we get this one empty, we get the case empty. That'll almost be one. I think they'll be really super close. They might have to empty them out and go another path or so, but they're going to be really close to getting this done. So, yeah, really close. So we're going to at least have one more truckload. So 4 truckloads. It's not too bad. So yeah, 8120. So 160,000 liters we got off of this little field here. It's not too bad. If I remember right, I think we got 440 in the bin. I think. That sounds right. There. Let's get him topped off. I tell you what, let's let them do their thing. I want to get in the Mac, get moving. I got enough time. See, yeah. Let's go see if we can make another 90,000 bucks. Here we go. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna break 400. That's pretty sweet. I just, like I said, I just don't know. I don't really want to buy that field with the corn in it because I don't have the corn head. I kind of want to get rid of my combines, so I don't. Yeah, I don't know what to do. We're just gonna focus on making money right now because we know we got to get this dumped off. We got to go back and get it filled up again, and probably I'll just fill it up one more time. Whatever's left in the auger wagons, we're just gonna dump it in the bin and call it good. Because that'll give us 4 full loads. Alright. Doing good. Yeah, doing really good. While he's doing that, let's go jump back and see what we're doing, what we got going. Okay, he's going to go down and be about halfway back. He's going to go down halfway back. So we'll have to empty him out one more time. And then, yeah, empty him one more time. And then that should be it. What did we do? 1,243. So it's going down a little bit on our harvest income, but we're still doing really, really good. So that's awesome. Dumps her out a little bit faster. $43, $13.03, $3.95. There we go. We're gonna break 400, so that's awesome. I'm happy with that. So right at 90, we did right at 90,000 on that one. So if we do, that's awesome. Yeah, we're gonna be really, really close to touching 500. And that'll go a long way for whatever we're going to do. We're going to buy some more land, or if we're going to buy some tools. Let's see, I know he's going to be about done, so we'll just wait on him. He empties out really slow, so I don't really want to sit here and trail with him because, yeah, just this one empties slow. Although I should have set up right there, because a lot of times you can set up on the end rows and you can catch them and they'll just dump and they'll stop and they'll dump. But I didn't do that. I should have done that. But we can go ahead and do this, so for sure we can get this going, get him dumped. Okay, he's full now, so we'll go over there and take care of him. And then this is it. Once he gets empty and we get this empty, they'll be able to clear the field. Looks like we're going to have a full truck for sure. So we might be able to break 500,000, which would be really, really cool too. Now, like I said, I want to fill the truck up one more time. If there is enough to actually get the truck full again, we will go ahead. If there's not much, like if there's just barely enough to even fill like half of the truck, we'll just, like I said, we'll just dump it in our bin and just call it good. But right now, we've already got the truck enough to fill the truck up right now. Let's see what's in the big four-wheel drive. I don't remember how much is in this thing. It's almost full, so this is enough to fill the Mack up again. We'll use that wagon over there. I didn't even pay attention. I don't know what it's got. If it's got 12, 10,000 or 20,000 in it. If it's got 20,000. There's not enough room to dump both of them in there. Oh, we'll figure it out. So they're about done. We'll just take control of this international for the last part of this. Yeah, we should be able to get this finished. I think. I say we will. Should be able to. Shouldn't have a problem. Hopefully he can make it all the way back down. I'll have to move out of the way so he can come through on his next cut. The more of this I can get, though, the better. Like I said, if I can get this, most of this taken care of, he's just got that little swath right there, he should be okay. By the time he gets turned around, maybe he'll make it all the way down. Yeah, we'll just let him go through. Oh, it's full. It's alright, we'll just do that right there. Perfect. Ooh, is that thing full? Ooh, that's unfortunate. That's not it. This one's gonna be full. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring the. We'll dump this in there, and I'll take the Mac down there, and I'll be able to put the rest of that combine in there. And it should work out. And then we'll have that auger wagon pretty much full. So we'll just decide whether we want to dump it on the Mac or what we want to do. Yeah, it's not too bad. It went pretty good. I think it's a pretty decent little harvest. It still seemed like I had to really run it pretty hard, switch between tractors and trucks and everything else, but I think it did pretty good. We got the field pretty much done. He's almost, like I said, he'll be done after this. We'll get this dumped off and he'll be able to finish up. I don't know if there's anything left room-wise in this one. So whatever, hopefully whatever he has left is enough to fit into this one, this wagon here. And this is almost a full Mac load here too, so that's, we'll probably just let this one go too. And then that should put us over 500,000 total. See if we can get him set up to where ends on the end right here, and he'll just dump his grain in it. Let's see what that does. Let's go ahead and get this thing out the field. So we can go ahead and we'll just take this to the. Where's my truck? Oh, where's my truck? Okay. Let's just take this to the back to the shop. because we are currently done with it. We do not need it. And we do have all of our actual information for this field, so that's helpful. I remember right, it was like 60 samples, I think, is what I took. We're going to have to get these things filled up. What is he doing? No, you're done. They do weird stuff like that. I noticed they did it in my other field too. Like they were backing all the way up. And there's nothing there to back up to. Cool, we got it all in there. That's awesome. Let's go take this dude back and park it. Said we'll definitely have to fuel them up soon. I don't know where our four-wheel drives. I don't know how much our tractor's got in them. We'll have to get all them things fueled up soon. Which is fine, because we bought the Thunder Creek fuel tank. I've never really used that much, because I usually play on the low fuel usage stuff, but I thought, you know what, let's just turn it up. That way we have to fill them. Let's just make it a little bit harder, and that way the AI burns out your seed and your fertilizer. I normally just set it to buy. That way it just, whatever, you never have to refill it. But you know what? We just made it to where you have to. Cool, there we go. Let's put this one right here. Let's get in the Mac. That one is empty. Just shut that off. Alright, let's go make a road trip, and we're going to come back. We're going to empty that out. Let's see how much money we can make. I'm going to say 550,000. I'm going to say that's what we're going to make, 550. That's my guess. Let's see how close we get. And then we're probably going to upgrade our truck too. I mean, nothing wrong with this old girl, but just don't. I mean, 40,000 is not really that much when you can get a trailer that holds a lot more. 50, 60,000. You can get a B train and it holds what, 80, 90,000 or whatever it is. So that would definitely be beneficial when we're making these long hauls. But it was a little bit cheaper and it's a cool old truck, so I don't know. I kind of like it. It's really, really great for doing old school stuff. Which I'm planning on working on some old school stuff. I've got something in the works right now, and we got logging too. So if you like logging, we got logging too. I'm not gonna wait on him. Cut him off. Here we go. Oh, you know what? Let's see. I think you can. Oh, I probably gotta do that before I do it. I was gonna say, I think you can change the way it dumps too. The truck, the trailer, you can open the big door and it dumps out really, really fast. Man, are we even going to make 500? It doesn't look like we're going to do as good on this one. 43,000. I don't know. Big door. There we go. Well, I don't know. We should still break 500,000. It's 485. And we got 35 in there. So yeah, we should be right over 500. I was hoping for a little more than that, but hey, 500. We'll take it. Let's get down here. Like I said, we'll get down here. We'll dump the. Since the auger wagon is pretty much all the way full, it almost fills this truck all the way up. So we'll get this topped off, and we're going to take her back and then see what we end up with. Alright, here we go. I said 550, but I don't think we're gonna do 550. Maybe 5. Well, I don't know. The way we're looking now, maybe 520. Maybe we can do 520. Alright, let's rope that up. Just shut that thing off. What we got? 32,489. Let's go see what 32,489 is going to get us. Are we going to make 520,000 bucks? I missed my 550, so we'll just see. We'll see if we can do 520. Yep, final load. This is the final one for this here. Like I said, we'll see what we end up with. And then we're going to have to start getting started on getting our fields taken care of. We got to get them reseeded. We got to get them rolled. We got to get. I need to finish taking the samples. We got to get our actual our yields way better, because we should be doing better than this. We're not doing terrible, but we should definitely be doing a lot better. There we go. That should dump out really quick too. 520? 520? Oh, there we go. We did 520. You know what? Maybe I should have left it alone. Maybe we would make 550. I don't think so, though, because this isn't a full. If it was full, we may have made 550. Okay, so I stand corrected. We made 550. So my first guess was 550. We made it. Well, that's all right. We made over 520. Happy with it. Happy with that harvest. We started, I think we had 120,000. So we did pretty awesome. So for $437,000 off of that field. Pretty nice return, really. I'm pretty happy with that. We just got to get our fertilizer, lime, and pH and all that stuff in check. That way we can make more money, more yield. We'll go ahead and take the truck back. We'll deal with them things later. Like I said, I got some work for the little one to do. The four-wheel drive, he needs to get that roller and get rolling, and just got a lot of stuff to get these fields worked out. Like I said, 557,000. Man, I just really don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to really think about it. I really want to buy more land, but I really want a piece of equipment too. So I'm not really sure what to do. We'll have it figured out by the next episode what we're going to do with it. This is the whole point of selling all this, because we're buying something to help us out. So all right, well, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Like I said, we'll come back in and we're going to get working on our fields and get everything better and start to try to get them planted and get going again and keep this challenge rolling. So hope you enjoyed it. Did a lot of harvesting, I know, and hauled a lot and made a bunch of money. So it was a good day. So yeah, thanks for watching. Alright, welcome everybody. We are back on Simple Midwest for our 1 million liter storage challenge. Last episode we made a bunch of money, and then I managed to spend most of it. So here's what we did. I was contemplating on what I wanted to do, whether I wanted to buy more ground or what I wanted to do. Well, I pretty much burned it on equipment. So what I did is I went ahead and I bought a weeder. I think it was like $59,000. And I bought this here. I was talking about getting this cat. The 500, I had the Lexion 500, but it was a lot more money. This is an older combine. I mean, it's kind of shiny, but this is actually the year 2002 model, I think. So it ups us a little bit to about $12,000. But we went ahead and kept all of these. So we've got 10,500. I think this one was 9,300, and now we got it 12,500. So maybe these, I don't know. We might wind up getting rid of the New Holland. Maybe we might not get rid of all. We might just keep all of these and just run these combines out to finish our challenge with. But anyway, we got us a new combine. I think we paid about 300 grand. I think is what it wound up being. Maybe it was like 265, I think, for the combine and the header. And well, we got some other stuff, but it's not here. So I bought a lime spreader. We got some lime we got to finish out there. And we got a roller. And my little tender cart, seed tender cart, I really didn't like it. I was having issues with it. It's like it didn't want to cycle right. So I sold it, and I bought 2 seed tenders that will go onto a flat deck trailer, and I bought a flat deck trailer for our pickup truck to pull. So, and I bought a fork truck. So I spent quite a bit. But I think it's going to work out. I think it's going to be good. It's all good stuff. So let's go over here. See what we were doing here. I started filling this. This field over here, I did finally get it harvested. Now we finished at the last one. So we got the field done. I went ahead and I went through and I've already planted it. And it's still getting rolled. I need to make a couple passes, and we'll do that in this episode. Probably we'll just go ahead and run it. But as you see right now, we went ahead and did the testing. We went ahead and limed it again, and as you can see, our pH numbers and our nitrogen is perfect, and our expected yield is 123%. We only got 60% off of this field last time, so we're double now. So we should be doing really awesome. Currently we got plenty of money. We should be okay. This field here, like I said, we're still doing the actual lime. We'll finish that as well. So we'll move on and get that going. And here's I bought this. Here's the trailer. We bought the trailer, flat deck, 30 foot. And I bought 2 of these. One of them's got, see if we can look. Yeah, one's got seed, and then one's got fertilizer. We need to finish filling this one with fertilizer. That way we can get our drill going again. And yeah, this one's already full. We got a couple more to put in here, so we got to get them in here. We'll go ahead and get that going. We'll do that. That way we can go fill our big drill and get back to production. I haven't used these yet, so I'm not sure. Hopefully they work great. I don't really know. Never even messed with them. So we're going to find out together, because I don't really know. Never used them. And this should be enough. I think I have the seed already full or close. I think. Honestly, I'm not sure. The other seed tender that I had, it had 4,000 in it. In each, I had 4,000 fertilizer, 4,000 seed, and it it dumped the seed out fine, but it didn't. It wouldn't dump the fertilizer at all. I don't know what the deal was with it. Yeah, we should be able to get all this in here, and then we'll go. We'll test it out. It's a little bit of a pull for the Lizard truck, the Ford. I've been wanting a little fork truck too. That way I can take some of these chemical totes back. So we got a fork truck. Yeah, it's a little bit of a load for the little truck, but I think she'll do good. I hope. We'll see. Hopefully we don't roll it over. We're going to do our best. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it don't, but it might end up catastrophically. Don't know. But this trailer can have some use to us in the future. Hopefully for something. I'm not sure what. Hauling something around or chemicals, seeds, whatever we need to do. And I mainly bought it for this right here. So hopefully this works out. Otherwise I just kind of wasted a bunch of money on a trailer and some tenders. Currently though, I was rolling the field over here and I had to rob the four-wheel drive so I could switch the augers. So currently we're set up to do fertilizer, I think. So we'll get positioned in here and see how this thing works. Hopefully they work pretty good, I hope. Home truck's doing a pretty decent job. Let's see if that's close enough. I'm not really sure. Let's climb in this thing. Fire it up. Alright, so that raises it up and down. How do we get it to move? Oh, you just push O like normal. Okay. So let's move up a little bit. It'd be nice if you could move that thing. Might be too far back, maybe. Do not have it turned on. Well, I don't want to unload there. I want it to load into this machine. What's going on here? Get up there. Is this seed? The front one should be seed. Yeah, that's seed. Is that seed? Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Makes perfect sense. My fault. Let's just go ahead. Let's go ahead and change that to the next one. There we go. There it is. Well, that works out okay. Oh, look at that. We're gonna have plenty of fertilizer. It looks like seed, We'll have plenty of seed too, I think, because that's 8,000 seed, 8,000 fertilizer. Why did that quit? Oh, I have to switch. Since you can double. Hopefully this is enough. This should be enough. I hope. I wanted to put them on both the same way. That way you could swing them both out, but as you see, that's not going to work because that auger's actually solid. Like it doesn't have any give to it. So we'll just turn that thing off. We'll hop in this one. Let's fire it up. Let's get it run out. We'll go ahead and let's just lower it all the way down. Let's see if we can get maneuvered around here and make this work out. Uh-oh. Be careful. That's a lot of weight, though. Poor old truck. It does a pretty good job, though. It's a little bouncy. Oh, let's see. We gotta get this moved. Let's go ahead and move that. Send it back to the front. A little off, but hey, if it's happy with it, I'm happy with it. Alright, so we gotta jump out. Oh, we don't want that one. Oh, this one. No, I guess it's full. That one's full, so I'll have to switch again. Is that full? Yeah, that one's full. Switch to this one. I tell you, it'd be super cool if you could actually just swing that thing. Maybe you can, I don't know. I'm just not seeing. It's not showing me the controls for it. But this one's working really good. I can't really complain. So we got that in there, and then we'll just push that right there. Well, what's the deal? Are we full? Can't be full. It's full. Okie dokie. Cool. Let's go ahead and get this folded up, and then we will put the cover on it, and we'll just turn it off. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this thing out of the field without flipping it over. I don't know, that worked out okay. It probably could have been a little better, but not terrible. There we go. All tucked back in there, safe and sound. That's fantastic. Okay, we'll get this closed up. I will just leave this here. We'll go ahead and just packed up. looking good. We'll just drop this off right here, and we're gonna go back over here and get to rolling. We'll do a little rolling. I do need to go ahead and finish doing the lime spreading. We need to do the lime. We got to get that finished up too, and then we can finish drilling that field there. And like I said, pretty excited. We're gonna have some really super good yields out of this deal. So that's fantastic. Here we go. Moving on. But yeah, this is going to help us greatly with our yield. And it already has. Like I said, we got that field over there did 55%, I think, and this one did 60 or 65. So pretty good. And then, like I said, it's showing us up around 123. So if we're going to be able to get 123 out of it, that's awesome. 123%. That should be a really, really good yield. I think we got 200,000. Was it 200,000? So 40. Yeah, I think it was almost 200,000 is what we took off of this field. And that was with the 60% yield. So we should be able to, if we sell anything off of this field, which I don't know, we got some money. We might have to sell to be able to afford fertilizers and stuff, because I think our bins might be getting low. But if we do sell, I think our bonus, our actual precision farming bonus, will be super, super good. So that's pretty awesome too. But we should, I don't know, I'm kind of curious really. Like I said, I think we got like 190, 200,000. We'll just say 200,000. And if the yield is correct, I mean, we should be able to get almost 400,000, which would be awesome, because we got almost 500,000 off the other field. So actually, the other field, if it performs at least as good as it did last time, then we should be done with wheat, and we'll be moving out of wheat, moving into a different crop. But yeah, that's exciting. So once we get to anything over $1 million, we will just sell it. And if these bins won't hold it, then we're going to have to spend the money. We're going to have to put more bins in, more add-ons, whatever we got to do to get $1 million stored. That's what we're going to have to do. So hopefully those do. Never used them. They don't. Then we're just going to have to keep building, spending the money. Like I said, we do have a pretty hefty loan, and we'll have to start paying it back, but I'm not really in no hurry. I mean, like I said, if we spend more money, if we loan more money, it's just going to take us that much longer to finish it. But what I'd really like to do is start, once we get our equipment where we need to be. I'm pretty happy with where we're at combine wise right now with the 3. I'm okay with that. I think that will be good enough. But I would love to get a bigger drill and another 4-wheel drive. Maybe get the actual Hew Holland on tracks, and then that way I've got plenty of big tractor power for that. Or maybe like a 400 horse, because everything like this requires 350 horse. Where our other tractor's only 315 or 300 horse. It ain't enough power. It pulls the grain carts perfect. It might pull this. I don't know. I don't know what kind of trouble it would have. But a 400 horse tractor would pull it no problem. I think the drill requires 450, the one that we have. So ideally, if we did do another tractor, and I would love to have a bigger drill. I'd like to have something that can pull the one that we have, which I said I think it requires 450 horse. So I would like to have something that can at least do that, and then it can pull the old drill, and then we'll try to get the big Borgalt drill, which is super expensive, and it's like $600,000 for that thing, but it's twice as big. The one we got does 18.2 meters, and I think that big one does like 30. So substantially larger, much quicker. But it's much more expensive too. So I mean, I don't know. We'll just see. I really want to get 2 drills going. Maybe eventually another roller too. But I don't know how often we're gonna roll. I don't know. It had okay yield. This didn't really even help the yield. I just did this so it would say needs rolling. It would just quit saying that because I don't think the yield potential is changing any with me rolling it. I don't know. I just did it. So let's go ahead. Let's fold this thing up, and we'll just put it over here or something for now by the trees. And if we decide we need it, we'll come back and do it. If we need it for that field, I think that one needs rolled too, but I don't know. Like I said, the yield potential, well, I don't know because that one's not planted, but the yield potential on this hasn't changed since we rolled it. I'm almost positive. Because it's, see right there, nitrogen 170, 190, 765, so some of it's not as good. Then it says weeder. So that's showing me 97, 98, 99%. We were 100. We're a lot higher. I don't know why he's telling me that now. It's just perfect. So we're right there. We're right there at 100. So it was saying 123. I'm almost positive that's what it was saying earlier. It's weird. I don't know why it's so bad there. This one here, like I said, we need to get it done. We need to get finish putting the lime down on it. And then we will drill, or we will at least do the outsides, but just because the AI will mess it up horribly bad. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get it hitched up. I want to finish the lime right now. That way we can just get that tractor out of the field. We got... I don't think our weed sprayer's full. It probably needs to be filled, maybe. Yeah, I think it needs to be filled. The tanks are at the store yet. Where's it at? There it is. But our actual fertilizer, if we require it, it's ready to go. So this here, I bought this one. This is a mod. There's a factory one. This is the modded one. It goes a little bit wider. This does a 42 meter pass. I really like this. This is fertilizer or lime, and it's in the modded. So you need it. You're in the market for one. This one's really, really nice. I really like it. And I had to refill once. We didn't have enough. This lime goes pretty quick. So, but we should be good for a little while. We shouldn't have to lay no lime down for a few turns. I can't remember exactly what it is. I want to say 3 turns. If that seems right, I can't remember. But we should be good for a little bit. That one over there, like I said, I limed it again. And we may have to lime this one more time because it was terrible. This one was in the red. That field over there was actually limed when I bought it. So the pH was kind of okay. And then we just we just hit it again. But as you can see, my pH value on the lime application is still pretty low. So it's not probably going to be good enough. We might have to do it again after this harvest. The next, like I said, the other field there, we won't have to put nothing in it because it's good shape. Doing good. As soon as we get all this finished up, hopefully we should have enough. 10,000 is quite a bit. And this, like I said, this thing's got a massive spread on it, as you see. It's pretty massive. And without the mod, I'm using that speed mod where you can speed it up just a little bit, all your equipment. But without it, this thing still spreads like 14 mile an hour, I think. So pretty sweet, and it holds a lot. It holds a decent amount. I think it holds 18,000. So pretty good. I think I was when I did that series on Western Wilds, I think I found it there, and I was just like, wow, this thing's awesome, being able to cover this much ground. Let's go over here, swing right in there, and see if we can get that taken care of. Get that. This should take care of the pass. And we are at 6,000. That'd be close. I mean, look at that thing's really putting it out there fast. So we should be okay. I'll go over there and hit that little spot over there I missed too. Not really sure I missed that. If we have enough, I don't know. We're already really chewing it down. Really, man, these going through it quick. There, that takes care of that. Let's get over here and hit this little spot I missed. Alright, perfect. Now you get out right there, pH is perfect. That's exactly what we want. Alright, let's take this thing back home. Find a new home for it. And I should have plenty of room in the little shed for this thing. Yeah, we'll just put it over here. You can fit a lot in this little shed. So if you like to try to keep your tractors out of it, you can stack stuff in the back like this, and you can still got plenty of room to keep your tractor under shed. So kind of cool. Actually, I tell you what, we'll just leave it right there. We don't need it anymore right now. Okay, let's go ahead and get this going. Everything's closed up, good to go. I'm gonna burn through that nitrogen because, like, it's the nitrogen rate. Look how bad it is. It's really super not good. It's in the red, and the rate is super high. So yeah, we're gonna shoot right through this. We'll have to fill up. We probably might have enough seeds. It doesn't look like it's too crazy with nitrogen. We're gonna definitely run out. All right, so we'll go on down and get the make a pass all the way around the field. maybe 2 on the ends. Last time I hired this out, they had it so messed up. We found him. If you've watched the episode, he was way over there, wound up in the trees. So we'll go ahead and do this here and get it set up. And we'll see how it goes from there. Like I said, it's been pretty good so far. We're doing really good, covering a lot of ground. I talked about buying another field, but honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do. I really think we can probably do the challenge with these 2 fields, because it's quite a bit of work, really. I mean, trying to get the percentages up, trying to do everything you need to do, trying to get the maximum yield out of these 2 fields. It's quite a bit. And the only problem, like with the combines having 3 is unless you're actually physically picking it, opening up your menu and going to it, you got to kind of cycle through everything. So that kind of gets old, having a lot of equipment you jump through. But sometimes it's necessary. To me, the 3 combines are necessary, because I like to harvest, but it's terrible to me when you just got to sit there and wait. And I mean, I know we're running everywhere, so it's actually going to be, I guess it's technically going to be faster, and I'm going to have to run harder. But more than likely, I'd say the auger wagons are probably going to get sold, and we're going to buy one of them real big ones. That way I can just use the 4-wheel drive and go with it. I would say. I mean, that's just, I don't know, man. We'll just see. I don't know. It's just kind of like this random stuff I bought here. And spent almost over $400,000 on. The money went quick, but I feel it was well spent. I really do. Like I said, the weeder, we don't have a use for it yet, but after the first growth stage, we should. And the only reason I bought it is because it was like $56,000. I'm kind of hoping that will save us money, and potentially, I don't know if it drives your bonus score up, because we're not putting chemicals on it, and when we're not wasting that money. Your fertilizer and your fertilizer and your pesticide or your herbicide costs, they're expensive. And like I said, I think it eats you up on your precision farming. I don't really know. I mean, we're gonna try to do it, because other than diesel fuel, we won't have nothing in it to pull weeder. So, at least that's my theory. I don't normally use the weeders. I normally just let the weeds grow and I spray them and go on with it. But being as I'm trying to do the best we can with what we got, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it might have been a bad decision. I don't know. Maybe it's a good one. We'll find out. We'll just see. We'll see how it works out. We'll do our best. Really, though, I don't know. Maybe I can't really get rid of that other tractor. So I was thinking about maybe I ought to get rid of that tractor over there and just get another 4-wheel drive and just have 2 big 4-wheel drives. That way we can just pull big equipment, be done with it. But it's really hard to do spraying with a 4-wheel drive, because they're just so slow and big and clunky. But I mean, I guess you can. But I don't have any 3-point hitch in the front to put my little spare tank on, so I don't know. I don't think that would work. But I did think about getting one of the 400 and getting one that's just a little over 400 horse, and maybe that would be better. And then again, I don't think it'll pull this either. You know what I mean? So it's that problem. I don't really want to get rid of this drill. I kind of want to keep it. I just want a different tractor, and I want a bigger drill. Which really, we could just go a smaller drill and lower horse, and then just have 2 drills. I mean, we really wouldn't have to go a bigger drill than this one. Really? I mean, it's a pretty good sized drill. I don't know. I guess it just depends. Really. And really, I mean, I'd be fine with just keeping the tractor that we have and then just get a drill for it. That's really what I wanted to do, but I just figured between getting the seed tender, getting the weeder, getting the combine. I just thought that stuff was more important to do. Maybe not, but that's just what I felt that was the best way to go. So that's where we're at. We're gonna go ahead and we'll finish working on this here, and probably bring you back in the next episode, and we'll start doing some either weeding or spraying. We'll just see. We'll see where we go with that. Yeah, pretty excited to see what happens with this field and where it goes from there. And yeah, who knows? We'll be ready to run all our combines and see what happens. So, thanks for watching. Okay. 1 million liter storage challenge. Currently, what I've done is all the fields are planted. We have what's it? Oh, yeah, they're all planted and all wheat, and we've already ran through. We were doing some weeding. This field here, with the exception of a couple spots you can see got missed, is done. And this one here, we got a little bit of weeding to do on this one to finish. So we'll go ahead and we'll get this one finished. Just got a little patch here in the middle to do. Shouldn't take us real long. We'll go ahead and get that done. And then we'll see where we're at with fertilizer. See if it needs any more fertilizer put on it. And hopefully see what happens. Like I said, this field should do really good. We rolled it. Haven't used any chemicals on it as far as spray. I went ahead and bought the weeder, hoping that it helps get our actual get our yield numbers up. So far we're like 80 or 85, I think. So 60 is what it did last time. So pretty good. That field over there should be way better because it was really cruddy. So hoping this will be the second harvest on this field, and that one will be on its third harvest. So we should be some pretty good. That field over there, I think this field here we're going to take it and sell it like we did last time. If you watched the last episode, you'll notice that we bought a whole bunch of stuff. We kind of upgraded a bunch of things. Our harvest is going to go way faster. I still want to get a bigger drill. I was going to keep the drill we have, but the tractor that we got a 300 horse tractor, and then we got this one. I don't know. It does okay. I mean, I thought about getting a drill for it, but honestly, I think I don't know. I mean, I want to get rid of that drill and just get the really big Borgalt, or however you say that drill, the really big one, and that would hugely speed up our drill time. And then, like I said, we can trade ours out and trade for it. Combine power, we're gonna just stay. We got the 3. We bought the new Cat, so this will be our first chance to give it a test. And I think we're just going to stay with the 3 combines. Those 3 combines are just going to be what we keep to the challenge. I'm okay with 2 tractors. I do want a bigger auger wagon though. I mean, currently I've been using 2. This little spot. Currently we've been using 2, but it's kind of unhandy. So we may just upgrade to a much larger one and just run 1 tractor on it. Because we're going to have 3 combines going, I'm not really sure how much of a mess we're going to get into with all of this. So it should be interesting. Our truck, we're going to have to upgrade it soon because it only holds it only holds 40,000. I really like the truck. I like that setup. It's a pretty sweet setup. but it's just not enough. We're going to have to get something bigger. We'll have to get a B train or a road train or whatever. I would really like to be able to haul a lot more grain at once, and or maybe we need to get a big field bin, maybe, or not a field bin, but the giant auger wagon, auger bin, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of like a field bin, I guess, but something where we can store all our grain in the field, and then we can just haul out of it instead of having to run back and forth, try to fill the truck up, tractor's getting full. So that's going to be a big nightmare this time because we're going to have 3 combines running, so it's going to be non-stop. So this harvest is going to be a little rough. The next one will be a little better because, like I said, that's going to be a purchase that we are going to make. We are definitely going to get a bigger auger wagon. So probably, like I said last time, we sowed this field out, all the crop, and that one over there we put it to the bins. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think if that field yields even, I mean, it should do a lot better because we did all the work to make it better, but if it yields sort of like it did last time, that should almost put us at our 1 million for the wheat, which would be great because I'm kind of ready to move on to something different. Corn won't take us long at all, I don't think, and soybeans won't, or no, sunflower probably not, because it seems like you get a ton of those when you harvest. But barley and all the canola and soybeans will definitely take us some time, that's for sure. So the soybeans would pay the most, but purchase wise, I'm pretty good. I don't think we really need anything else. I mean, I think I can do this challenge with what we've got now, other than the auger wagon and the semi. The drill's okay. It just takes a long time. I mean, I did most of the planting off camera, so you guys didn't have to sit there and watch because it's super boring. And I only got one. If I had another drill for the other tractor where you could run 2 and kind of bounce around between them and keep it going, it'd been okay. And maybe I should have cut a little bit of that out and added it in, but I didn't. So we'll do something different. We'll make it better. And I know weeding's not exactly that fun either, but I wanted to do a little bit of this on camera the way you could see. Like I said, the other field's all done. This is pretty sweet weeder anyway. I don't normally use weeders. I normally just let the weeds grow up in my field and spray them and go on with it. Depending on how large scale I'm playing, like if I've got a lot of fields and it's a really big farm, I usually won't even spray at all. I just won't even mess with it. I know you get a bigger yield, but like if you've got 5 very large fields and you got big equipment and you got big combines, it isn't that big a deal before you got your bins full. So that's kind of how I do it. Maybe it's not the right way. I mean, it's not the right way, but generally that's how I play. I'm trying to do it the right way now. Like a lot of the stuff you see me do, I don't do. I'm just trying to do everything like you're supposed to. And it's more challenging that way too. I missed some spots, but for the most part we got it taken care of. It'll all work out in the end. So we get this thing down here. We'll take a quick look at our fields and see where we're at. I don't think any of them is going to be ready for fertilizer, so I'll go ahead and speed it up to the next row state, and we'll see where we're at. And it might be time to put a little fertilizer down. We do have, we'll probably spray. We'll do our wolf spray fertilizer if it needs it. I think the last time I didn't put any more fertilizer on, so I didn't need it. Some of the weeds don't come out either, as you can see right there. Alright, well, let's get it folded up. Let's get it out of here. While it's doing that, we'll just check this field out. What do we got here? So our nitrogen level is perfect at 140. Expected yield 76%. So not the greatest or not terrible. pH levels are really good, so should do okay. We'll take this thing back, and this field's a lot the same too. I'll tell you what, let's just do this one. I should take it to the next growth state for us and see what happens. See if we need to do some more. Shouldn't have to do any spraying. Shouldn't have to do anything. And we got one more day of this month because we're on our 5-day month. So we're on the 5th day of October. It will be rolling over into November. We're getting into some snow. What did I have this thing? I had it over here. Got weird. We'll just put it right there. Saved us some money anyway. I mean, I don't know about a weeder, how effective it really is. But it did save us some cash because we didn't have to go spray. As you can see over there, we got the weeds grew up a little bit bigger, but we're not going to mess with them. So everything's doing really, really good. Let's go ahead and do it again. Let's see what happens. Let's check in here. Let's go up to here. This will give y'all our values. pHs. So yeah, doing good. It's, I think we can go ahead and fertilize again. Weed partial beside over there. Yeah, we're not messing with that. I think we can spray again though. It's light green, so we can go ahead and do the dark green. I think. Get the John Deere, it's all loaded up, ready to go. I should probably put fertilizer in that spreader there, because it spreads a lot bigger than this thing. Fertilizer application. We're ready to go. Go ahead and get this unfolded. Get ready to do this thing. It's start snowing on us now. Yep. Well, it shows us spraying, but we're not really using much. So I guess it's just kind of correcting the bad spots. So increased nitrogen levels are optimum value for wheat. Increasing. So okay, it's making its corrections. It doesn't really look like it's using much. I mean, it really doesn't seem like it's really that much better. Well, I mean, it's showing 200, so I guess it is a lot better. But look, it shows me I got 200 over here too, so what really is it doing? I don't get it. So yield potential is 118. So is the nitrogen low on the other field then? Because this one's showing 200. That field doesn't show that, so maybe it's low. Like I said, we're looking at 118, expected yield of 118%. Okay, so this is 85, so we're low right here. 155, 160, 195. Okay, that makes sense. Our nitrogen's too low. We're 200 here. It's kind of weird. guess it messed up. The variable nitrogen messed up or something, I guess. I don't know. So we're showing low in different places. So yeah, maybe that's a good thing. We'll go ahead and get that all done. I mean, this field's really pretty low, I guess. Yeah, see, 160. Okay, cool. It's gonna take a little while with this little bitty sprayer, though. So we gotta get some spraying done. We're getting our nitrogen levels all the way up. As you can see, we're really not using that much. It's just kind of a couple places are a little low. Yeah, the other field, we're probably really going to be burning it up in the other field. Honestly, we could probably just skip this field because it's really not that bad. Most of the values are really good. There's a few places it's a little low, like right here we're a little low. But as you got up here, see it's up around 200. So I'm not really sure what happened. I don't know why it's a low right here. But most of this is up around 200. And I think there was one spot up here was a little low. 195, 190, 195, 200. So we'll probably go ahead and finish this pass over there, and then we'll probably ship them to the other one because most of this is pretty good. And it's not really worth wasting our time, I don't think, going over the whole field. Because it's going to go over the whole field and just basically spot spray. I mean, we got a couple low spots, but I'm okay with that. It's still going to be a really awesome yield. So we're going to catch up to him, finish that pass right there, and then we're going to go ahead and ship him to the other field because it's going to need a lot more than this one does. Spraying it a little bit heavier here. Like I said, I don't know what happened. I don't know why it was so much lower over here because it was showing 170, 140 in places. So I'm not really sure. Now, most of the other field doesn't get above 140, so I'm not really sure what happened there either. I don't know why it's so low as opposed to this one. But that's okay. We'll go over and we'll get it taken care of. Actually, you can look at your nitrogen, your meter too, and just drive it, and it'll tell you if it's good or bad. So, see, like right there, it dropped down really far on me. So let's see if it goes back up a little bit. Here, it went back up. So it's really low there. It's really putting it down now. This was that one bad section I think I ran across in the field. So it's putting it on. We'll get this taken care of, get this corrected. We're back up there. See, we're up there really good right now. So we'll turn that back off. Still doing really good. Yeah, it's all real good. Let's just come in the end. Oh, that's not so good right there. I don't know what's going on here. We'll hit this too, just for good measure. Let's get it raised up. Yeah, I don't know. Turn that back off. Let's come in right in here on this end. Let's just get started right across this here. This is probably going to be really... I know it's low. It's only at like 140. So it's really going to lay it down here. But it's showing decent. It's not terrible. So we'll go ahead and we'll make this end pass here. And then we will go ahead. See, application rated 12. So it's just bouncing all over the place. But hopefully this takes it up pretty good because it was only, see, it's showing 125, 130. So it's a little low. So this should really bounce the yield of this field up. Crazy high, I hope. So we'll go ahead and we'll get him turned. And then we're going to get out and inspect this field a little bit more and see what it's going to do for us. We're landing on pretty heavy. bail out and get out of the way. So what's that now? It still shows us at 140. I don't understand, why is this one only doing 140 and that one over there is 200? Don't make any sense. So this is a pretty decent. 185. Most of this is pretty good. Here's some 140. That's something I'd like to do too. Get our sprayer upgraded. Get us a big sprayer so we can spray a lot quicker. Because like I said, I think we're just gonna keep these two fields to this whole challenge. That'll make it more challenging as well. See, this is 140. 135. Just go ahead and run it over, spray it. Like I said, it's such a wide amount, I don't know if it's really going to make a difference or not. This target reached of 140. So I don't understand why this one's different than the other. It doesn't make any sense. I guess because the dirt's different, I guess. Yeah, it probably makes sense. I guess the dirt's different than the dirt over there, so the levels aren't going to be as good or different. This target's reached of 180. Target reached 140. So it's already where it's at. That's crazy. I always thought it would go up. Your yield would go up a lot higher than that. Swing around right here. Make another pass going down. You see I missed the weeds right there. Go very away. That's alright. I think we're just going to go on down and we're just going to call it good. It's already sitting at its max target. It's not, well, it's dumping some out right there. And for the most part, it's sitting on its target. It's not really doing anything, so we're already there. I mean, I don't know. That's weird. Why does it do 140? I guess because, yeah, the soil is different. So it's you can't tell me that the length of that sprayer, the soil is that much different. Maybe it is. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. But whatever. As long as the yield goes up, that's all we care about. We want better yield because our yield last time wasn't very good. And this is actually our better yielding field, which was pretty sad. That field over there was terrible, which we should be really good now. So, should be leaps and bounds better. I guess we're already working ahead at this, so we just as well keep on going, get this done. Just we'll go ahead and we'll get 2 more passes down and back, a couple more passes. So, we'll just go ahead and stay at it, I guess. Get this done, get down, get back, and then see what's ready, what's next. I mean, the only thing next is get the combines ready. So we'll finish getting this thing done, this field right here, get it all sprayed up, and then go get ready to harvest. It's gonna be our 5th day of October. Hopefully, I didn't check the weather, so we might do that here. I'll get this dude turned. And we'll check the weather here. See what it's going to do. What is our weather going to do? Okay, on October 4th, we've got some snow. Looks like it's going to snow all day. October 5th looks like partly cloudy. November 1st, we're going to get rain the 2nd and the 3rd. So, potentially the first 3 days of November, we are not going to get any harvesting done. The current temperature is 38. It's really cold outside. So, I don't know if harvesting in the snow matters. I'm not sure. But we will, as soon as we get done with this, like I said, we may go ahead and fast forward. That way we're not in the snow. Or we'll just sleep. We might just do that. Yeah, we may do that. Like I said, I don't know if it hurts you or not. I'm not really sure. I know rain does, but I don't know if the snow does. So we'll just see. Currently, at our wheat storage, we have 473,275 in the bin. And I'm pretty sure we're going to easily hit our million. So, like I said, we still got a whole lot to put in here, but we're off to a good start. Sort of. It's going to get better because we don't have to spend as much money. But I do want to upgrade the drill, as I've said. These sprayers, I want to get rid of them. I'd love to get the big Hardy or get the Hew Holland or something, but get an actual big self-propelled that's a whole lot faster than this and a lot bigger. That would be very, 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 very nice. But yeah, we'll get this passed down and we're going to make one more back. And that should take care of us. Then we're going to go ahead and get our crops ready to go. We'll go to sleep. It's going to start getting dark on us here in a minute. And we'll get ready and then we'll try to see what we can do. We got to get our harvest in today on the October 5th. It's not supposed to do anything but rain through November, so hopefully it works out. Like I said, one more pass. We're going to go on down, make it work out. However it works out, it's going to be our last pass. Kind of missing some spots, but it's okay. So I know this was, actually it's showing pretty good. Anyway, we'll go ahead, we'll finish this pass and call it. We didn't really use that much fertilizer because we only had like 3,000 when we started, so. Really, I don't know how beneficial it was to really do this. I don't know what levels, I don't know what this is going to help us with as far as our yields. I don't know. Because like I said, it doesn't look that bad as it seems anyway, but we'll see. Hopefully it's all worth it. And we're getting to the end. And there it is. Well, we're going to get all wrapped up. We're going to get ready. We're going to get the wheels rolling for harvest. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.